Just yesterday, our team sold $1.1 million in membership sales in one day across our 5 locations. Now, this is without our team members having to call individual customers or lead or prospects, individually emailing them or texting them, right? Everything was automated. I'm going to show you how we do that. And what's more exciting is that 25% of that, about $275,000, was through paid in full memberships, which means we're going to get that money deposited in our bank account the next day. Welcome to the Simple Profit Podcast. I'm your host, Tule, the founder of MyStudio, which is a leading membership management and billing platform for your business. I'm also the founder of Encourage Martial Arts. We have 5 locations in Northern Virginia, averaging $1 million in sales annually per location. There's only one goal that we have for this podcast, and that is to provide you with insights and strategies on how to build and run your own $1 million business. Don't forget to grab the incredible resource that we're providing for this episode. Within the comment section, if you click on that link, you're going to get a full structure of how we at Encourage Martial Arts run our after-school martial arts program. From the moment the kids get on our bus to the time their parents pick up, check out how we kind of structure it out to get sales such as we did today. So let me start with this. If you have a good product, anytime you run a sale, your members should be just waiting by their phone, checking their email, their text, just waiting for that email or text to drop so that they can buy. Because if you have a great product, selling should be the easiest thing in the world. The only thing that you need to do is, number one, clearly communicate, let people know when they can start buying, register for your membership. 2, make sure that you provide an easy way for them to buy from you, like a link that can be accessible from the phone or from the email. And 3, make sure that the offer that you're giving them is really, really simple. That's it, okay? This should be like when Super Bowl tickets are dropped for fans. No one is calling anybody at the NFL. They're just clicking on the link and buying the Super Bowl tickets, right? And same thing like Taylor Swift. When she releases her tour and tickets become available, her fans literally shut down the site, Ticketmaster or whatever that they use, where they're just trying to get a ticket because they know, 1, they're going to save money if they go to the concert, or 2, they can easily just make extra money on the secondary market. That's what your super fan should be like at your studio. Your product is so good to them and for them that your customers know that when you drop your sale, that if they don't take advantage of it or buy it quickly, another customer will, and they're going to lose out and they're going to not save that money that you offer them. This is the first secret of how we made $1.1 million in one day, to have a great product. So what is it that we actually sold at Encourage? We offer an after-school program that supplements our martial art classes that we provide. Basically, we have buses that pick up students from their elementary school, drop them off at our Encourage location. They get a dedicated martial arts class. They get to play some fun games. They have quiet time reserved for homework, reading, or arts and crafts activity. And their parents come pick them up from 5 to 6. It works great. We run this program so well that we actually start to pre-sell for next year's program in January. School starts for us in Northern Virginia in September. So that is well off 8 months in advance that we're selling this program. And since happy members of ours knows that they're going to re-enroll, they have no problem signing now, paying us the money so that they can reserve their spot for next year's program at a discounted price. And so how do we set this up and automate the whole system? Within the MyStudio platform software, we simply set up a membership that has 2 payment options. The first option is a month-to-month that simply gives the buyer, the customer, a 10% discount, okay? So if they register now, they're going to get 10%. And this sales actually ends, on that day. It ends. February 1st hit, that sale is no longer available. Second, we make sure that we have a second option, which is we call it a paid in full option, that gives them an additional 10% off the tuition, which in total would be 20%. And you may be asking, why am I limiting that to 25%? Well, our program is so good that we actually make more money if we force all of our members to pay month to month. We just want to give a discount, right, on 25% of our spot to our most loyal customers because they've been with us for so long and it saves them, 20%. So that's kind of like an added bonus that we add there. And that's why we put a 25% cap on the amount of spaces that we provide. And when we set all this up, MyStudio provides a simple link that any one of our members can click on and register wherever they are at, okay, to make it really simple for them. and saves us a ton of time. So just make sure that if you're not using MyStudio, you have some way for them just to send a link for them to complete the whole registration from their phone or from the computer, wherever they're at. That's step number 1. Step number 2, we create a single page flyer with kind of like the heavy hit points, like save $600, do this, and here's a QR code. They'll scan that QR code with their phone. That takes them to a link, that registration link that I just talked about, and they can register. We hand that out to our students and members of our studio 5 days before the sales happen, okay? And the third step is we set up an automated system within the MyStudio platform to email this information to all of our prospects, all of our students, right, inside our system to let them know of the sale, how much they're saving, when they can buy, and how they can buy, and at what time. All right? Step number 4, we set up an SMS text that automatically goes out the day before the sale goes live. I love SMS texting because if you have multiple ways to communicate with the customers, they're going to be able to know that the sales exist. Some people don't check emails. So for those that don't check emails, maybe they'll see the text. And we just know that text, you're just going to get a lot more response, a lot more reads, and a lot more conversions of people seeing your actual message. So we send out that text a day before the sale goes live. Now, on the day of the sale, we send both an email and an SMS text at 9 a.m. to all of our customer base, letting them know that, hey, the sale is live, click on this link to register. And not only that, throughout the day, at noon, at 3 p.m., at 6 p.m., we continue to email and text out to our customers, reminding them of the sale and how many spaces are left, right? To let them know that, hey, people are buying, and to remind them to register before the sales expire. The key to all of this is to not send messages to customers who have already registered. That will really annoy them, right? And that will also bring in questions and create more calls and texts to you, say, hey, I've already registered, but I got another text from you. I just want to make sure the registration goes through. To avoid that confusion, MyStudio is really good at this because we allow you to set up your automation in a way where you can select an option that says, don't send this message to people who have already registered for this program, okay? So that the same members that have registered are not getting these annoying messages. So what this does is it eliminates all of the administrative tasks for our team. They don't have to create an Excel or a Google sheet list that they have to manage and then cross off, I've already called this person or they've already signed up, so only email these customers. And since most of our members prefer text, our team member doesn't have to call, right? Our customers prefer a text or an email instead of us bothering them at work or whatever they're doing throughout the day. And plus, we don't really need to call them because all the other information that was sent through email and text probably already got their attention, so they know that the sale is happening. So business is just continuing as is. Our team members are not frantically selling. There's no big interruption or stress that's created by the sale that we're put on because all the customers are selling themselves and buying themselves actually from the link that we just sent out. Now, we may get responses to our text that we send out and responses back from the email of customers who have additional questions and whatnot. This is where our team really excels at, and this is where we should spend our time. Because when they respond back with a text on, hey, I want to learn more about the sale, can you tell me more about it? This gives us the ability to really connect one-on-one and really spend time with that customer to let them know why they should enroll now, why they should trust our program, or if they need help to actually enrolling their student. Having all these automation in place allow us to spend one-on-one time and really help those customers, which then they're probably going to become raving fans of ours, right? So what are the results that we got? We registered 184 new Afterschool Program members across 5 locations at an average annual membership value of $6,000. This is an average of 37 memberships per location, all in the span of one day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. What's even more special is that, you remember the paid in full special that we have 25% spaces allocated? That sold out across all of our locations in 10 minutes, guys. Okay, imagine that. $275,000 of sales happening in 10 minutes that I'm going to see in our bank account the next day. That cannot happen if you're doing this in a manual process, all right? Even if you didn't do paid in fulls, right? Let's say you had the whole day of 9 to 6 p.m. I don't believe you, me, or any one of our team members can actually sign up 37 memberships efficiently without, people having to wait, without them feeling a lot of stress and the frantic of trying to get this customer done because there's a customer waiting for me right there. And also, if you're able to do this in 15 minutes, you kind of have to slot out like, okay, you're going to come in at 10, you can come at 10:30, 11, et cetera, right? Set up like appointments for them. And then how many of those appointments will actually show up to complete their memberships, right? My guess is that we would get less than half of what we did if we were still doing this manually, right? This is the key. You got to make sure there's a way for your members to be able to sign up. And this is what MyStudio does so well, right? And especially if they're already customers of ours, they click on that link, all of the information is already populated in the app, which is customized to our studio, right? Their payment information is there, their address, everything that we need is already there. They just need to sign the agreement and click buy now, just like what they do on Amazon. Just think about it. When was the last time you saw an ad on Facebook or on your email, on your text where it says, dude, we got this awesome sale for you and here are all the benefits. Please call us to set up an appointment time to buy. You would be like, what do you mean I have to call you, right? Maybe some people will call, but you and I probably wouldn't, okay? What realistically happens is it says, hey, I have this ad for you. You see this ad, it says click here to learn more. You click here to learn more. It sells you on all the reasons why you should buy it, and they have a buy now button. That's what you should do, and that's how $1 million grossing businesses do their promotions and automations. I hope you enjoyed this podcast on automation, sales, and promotions. Please help us again by subscribing to our podcast on YouTube or your favorite platform for podcasts, and help me with two things. If you don't know how to set up automations like this, check out MyStudio.io. Our team would love to demo you through the product and show you how we do this. If you are an existing member of MyStudio and don't know how to do this process, text, email, call our team. We're more than happy to get you to take advantage of these processes and automation that can really help your business. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on the next podcast.